Hello everyone, and welcome in or welcome back to Midnight Morning Readings. We are here to do the monthly reading of December for the sign of Sagittarius. We are going to go ahead and get started with the current energies that are going on. Sagittarius, happy birthday. We are in your season. Belated birthday if yours has already happened, or happy birthday if it's coming. Alright, so we have the Angel of Balance, Victory, and Blossoming Abundance. So I feel this has been a very, very intense year for some of you. Alright, current energies for Sagittarius. Making sure I felt like there was a flipper in here, but I'm not seeing it. Okay. Alright, current energies for Sagittarius, please, Spirit. They want to come out, Sagittarius. Alright, let's try this one more time. There we go. Okay. Alright, on the bottom of the deck I got indecision, a woman holding a heart, deceit, and there's the victory card that showed up again. So, I feel this has been a very interesting year, but you have a lot. So there's an agreement that's coming into play here. And you're going to have two choices. And you're not exactly for sure which way to go, because you got the woman holding a heart and the man holding a coin. So I feel like you are almost, with this indecision, you are really balancing what does my heart want, or what is my heart telling me, versus the financial abundance that is coming in. And I feel like you're kind of caught between a rock and a hard place. So let's see what's going on with the challenge area to see if we can get more understanding of what's going on. Finding balance, and balance showed up at there was very much on the bottom of the deck, as well as meditation. And I feel that that is where a good portion of this is coming from. You're being presented with an opportunity. And I feel as if you're almost being you feel like you're almost being forced to choose between money and family. Let's see. On the bottom of the deck is Wish Wisely, and what this tells me is you have been asking for something very specific from Spirit, and you got it. But I think you're also starting to realize that maybe it's not all it was cracked up to be. So let's see. We have solitude and journey, friendship, and flourish. Yeah. You have been really working, because this choice that you made, I feel like you're having second thoughts, because let's just say, for example, you landed your dream job and it came with the financial component and the benefits that you wanted from it. And it's turning out it's not what you thought it was going to be, and it's not making you happy. I also feel it same could be as an example of finding a significant other, and either you went through a divorce or you got married and you found out the decision didn't really solve or didn't turn out the way you had anticipated it to do, and you're really kind of stuck in this now what do I do type of situation. And that's where this indecision is coming from. So let's see what has happened in your most recent past to lead up. Yeah, sorrow and regret. And that is definitely confirming what your obstacle and challenge is. Because you are, whatever the decision was that you made, it didn't turn out the way you had anticipated. It didn't make the situation better, or it didn't resolve the situation. And now you're regretting it. You're kind of like, okay, now what do I do? You know, I got out of this marriage, or you know, I left the job, or I took the promotion and it's not what I thought it was going to be. All right, so let's see what most recent past for Sagittarius. Spirit, most recent past. So on the bottom of the deck, removal of obstacles. And now you're to the point to where you're saying, okay, now what do I do? Because the first two cards that popped out were the Deadly Nightshade and the Fairy Lily. Now, in this particular deck, these are considered poison cards. So this tells me that you got, basically, your ego or your arrogance or whatever got the best of you, because you almost have ended up into a self-sabotage situation with the decision that you made, and almost as if you're paying the price for that decision because you couldn't see beyond your own self. And when you're looking at this, you feel almost as if you sacrificed your family for this decision, and realizing it was not worth it for whatever the decision was. So now in your most recent past, you're trying to figure out, how do I change this? How do I navigate the decision that I made into a better scenario? And because you want to remove the obstacles, you want to remove your challenges, and so you're recognizing what the pitfall was, and you're trying to move forward into make the situation better or rectify the situation. So let's get a couple clarifiers for your most recent past. So the card that flew out is Harmony, and I feel as if with your most recent past, you realize that the decision you made didn't bring you harmony. It didn't bring you peace. It didn't bring you what you thought it was going to do or what it promised to do. And you're definitely you're regretting the decision, and you've realized what is important, and you're taking steps to work on that. So rest and retreat for your current energies, your current messages that are coming in. Rest and rejuvenation and planting seeds. So you come to a point now to where you need to do some self-reflection, self-meditation, because you've got to change you. You've got to change. You've got to realize something about yourself as you're moving forward with this, Sagittarius. So let's see what is going on. Current messages for Sagittarius. Okay, spiritual realization. And that is confirmation that this is where you are at, from where you have come from with the decision that did not play out the way you anticipated it or you thought it was going to. You've been going through a spiritual journey is what you're going through, because you're discovering something about yourself. And this is self-discovery, this spiritual realization. You are going through really internalizing and really coming to a state of understanding yourself, what is important to you and where you want to go. Because you also had education and knowledge, and we saw rest and retreat that came out. And this is really learning about yourself, learning about what you really want. And if it means going back to school or researching some things or really evaluating your situation. Because once you come to that realization and you come into this new energy, it's gonna be a very decisive moment. You're gonna say, okay, this is what I'm gonna do, and this is how I'm gonna move forward. It's a very distinct and decisive point that you are going to come to, because when you do, there will be a surprise for you at the end, and I think you already know where that is and how that is going to manifest. So let's get a couple of clarifiers for this. So the first card out that came out was Trapped in Fear. And what I feel is you realized in your current situation that all of this, that the decision that started you on this entire path happened around August. So it's been definitely manifesting itself over the last 3 months to get you to this point of where you're at. And whatever the decision was, whatever the situation presented itself that you are at, you felt stuck. You realized the decision that you made, and you got stuck. And this is when it all happened. It happened in August is when this realization came to light. And so you have felt stuck. You have felt trapped in your own fear because you don't know how to move forward. And so you've really been working on yourself. You've been doing some internal, some spiritual evaluation, some self-meditation, really evaluating what it is about you and about yourself and the situation, and how you can move forward. Because you also got accelerated motion, which is also a number 8. So since you had that realization, you have been diligently, Sagittarius, working on trying to change the situation, which is very commendable. So this is where you're at today. So what is coming in for you? Leadership, passage, purification. And ideally, in a sense, this is a rite of passage. This is, you have hit a stage in your life to where you are going to evolve into a different person because of this whatever this is. This was a very, very hard lesson for you to learn. Whatever the decision was that you made that put you in this situation was a very, very hard lesson for you to learn. And it really forced you to put things into perspective as far as what you really want and the person you want to be. So, current incoming messages for Sagittarius. On the bottom of the deck, I have uncertainty, happiness, retreat. We had rest and retreat that popped out in your current energy. And it's interesting because I see it with a snow globe, and you see a lot of snow globes this time of year. And I really feel, as you are continuing to move through this, what Spirit wants to tell you is you don't have to have all the answers right now. As you're going through this, this is a path of self-discovery that you are on. And it's ever changing and it's ever evolving. And you don't have to have all the answers. You need to trust that Spirit is guiding you the way you are meant to be guided. And you are going to have this openness of receiving that is going to lead you. You will be happy. But you can't force it. You can't force it because you've got this happiness, this generosity, this newfound world of being. And it's okay to not know what the future is, to not know what tomorrow is going to bring or how things are going to be, because you're learning about who you want to be. And this is really what the path is that you're on. This decision, everything happens for a reason when it is meant to happen. And believe it or not, this situation that took place, or this realization that you had back in, I feel, in August, really came into play of saying, I need to change myself for whatever reason, because I don't like who I am. I want to let Spirit in. I want to open myself up to the law of attraction. I really want to move forward. And this is where you're going to end up. And you've really been you've been on this spiritual quest of learning and self-discovery. And I really feel you are going to come out and realize a year from now that you don't even recognize the person that you were, because you are in such a state of happiness and love and truth that you are just going to be grateful, almost grateful. It doesn't seem like it now, but you're going to be grateful that the situation happened because of who you are a year from now. Clarifiers for incoming messages. Destiny card popped out, and we just talked and we said your future self, who you're going to be a year from now, is going to be a completely different person from who you are today. Or even who you are today is a different person from who you were 3 months ago. This spiritual journey is really going to open up doors for you that you are on. All right, so let's see messages for this reading. Letting go on the bottom of the deck, and trust. We just talked about trust. You have to let go of who you were. And you know that. I really feel that you know that, Sagittarius. And you got to trust spirit. You've got to trust that this journey that you're on is going to land you. You feel uncertain. You're scared. You're not exactly for sure. You're not 100%. But you have to trust spirit. You have to trust that where you are going to end up is in such a better place. Hold on. On the bottom of the deck, we have ask for guidance. And this is where I really feel that you were at. And you were asking for a new direction. You were asking spirit, give me a direction. Help me change. Because you were in such a state of anger. And just a state that you just weren't happy with yourself, because at the end of the day, you know, you really moved forward. You're starting to really tap into your your intuition, your sixth chakra. And I really feel that you're doing it in nature, and that is that important discovery. And that is where we said the spiritual realization. You had rest and retreat that came up as it is going on. And the more you spend time out in nature, the more you spend time really getting rooted into the ground, into your earth, and really opening up your root chakra, that is when you're going to continue to see this, because the end outcome is love and happiness and just a different state of being. And it's going to be a journey, and I truly feel that this is a lifelong, this is a spiritual journey, and you are going to realize at the end, at next year at this time, that you really don't recognize, and you are so much happier. Because at the end of this, the outcome, and I really feel the outcome a year from now, you are going to realize that all that glitters is not gold, and that you realized where the person that you were and what you were chasing after and what you were asking for a year ago is not important to you, and you were chasing after the wrong things. And I really feel it's going to take about a year. And when you look back a year from now, if you're listening to this message today, I would encourage you to bookmark or like this video, and a year from now when your birthday comes back around, to rewatch this video and do some self-reflection, because I really feel that the person that you are on this journey of self-discovery that is going to land you into just a world of happiness and abundance, and you're going to open up the law of attraction to where you're just going to be you're just going to be happier. You're just going to be in a state of complete positivity and happiness. It's just unbelievable. So that is your message for the month of December, Sagittarius. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it enlightening. Please feel free to leave comments down below as this message or parts of it resonate with you. And we will see you back here next time. Take care.